Poohaven Files special, The Return. So here I am, back on Tai. This is one of the first places that I chose to do again today. I've not done this in many years. This is my first return back to my own hometown of Poohaven/Poohaven. It was all technically one town, it's just one road that separates the two. I have had a lot of different experiences here. This is where I grew up, I guess you could say fighting demons. I've spoken about all this before, just go back to the other video. Yeah, fighting demons, and it's where I got into the paranormal in the first place. And it's where I started doing investigations for the first time. So the goal here is, because I don't have much time, I've enjoyed myself maybe a little bit too much the last couple of days, and I've just started to feel healthy enough to come out and do this. So I'm going to be going to all the locations that I've been to over the years from investigating my town from inside out. It's all going to be very mini investigations using, I don't know, like a EMF meter, spirit box, dowsing rods, and just generally looking around. I don't think I'm going to be able to do any EVP stuff because it's just so windy, as you can tell. So I'm just excited to be back home. It's been many years, 6 years as I say, and we're just getting back to it. So the first thing we're going to get started with doing in a classic style, because this is going to be in classic style, classic Crimson Angel style, not detective. This is just to do a bit of a throwback. So we're going to get out the EMF meter and see if we get any hits from calling out and see what happens. So I've got the EMF detector out, as you can see, and we're going to start calling out very soon, but first I want to do a prayer to Archangel Michael. I don't really remember the actual prayer off the top of my head, so I'm just going to wing it. I'm sure he'll still appreciate the prayer. So, Dear Archangel Michael, please keep me safe during this session. Please surround me in your divine holy light and keep anything negative away from me doing anything today while I talk to the spirits. And if for any reason anything evil comes through, I'd really like you to try and banish it and keep it away from me and my energy. I will say the one place that I would like you to back off just a tiny bit is when I get to the oval, because that is where I want a dark spirit box session. But I would like you to step in if you think I'm in any sort of danger. Thank you. Amen. Okay, so hello. Oh yeah. Hello. Hey. Got my little friend here. Hello, you. Oh, hello, you. All right. Bye bye. Go on. Don't know if you guys saw the dog. That was cute. One moment. Sorry about that, guys. I've had 2 dogs come up to me now. Okay, so now I've got the prayer out of the way. I got a bit interrupted, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So now, I'm out in the middle of the field, as you can see. Okay, so we're going to call out now. Okay, spirits, this is Crimson Angel Dave. You used to know me as Crimson Angel. I used to do a lot of investigations around this area. And I would like to speak to anybody who may be stuck here in Poohaven, or Tai specifically, where I'm at. Now, one of the ways that you can let me know that you're here is to simply set off the lights on this EMF detector. Now, as you can see, there is one light on, and it is a green light, and it goes all the way up to red, and the red is when you're really strong and you're right up here pretty much touching the device. And if you do that, if you make it go to say yellow through to red, then I'll know you're right here with me. I'd just like to know if there's any spirits, any people that may or may not have passed on, or may or may not know that they have passed away, that may need some help in any way, shape or form. Now, I can't promise you that I can move you on, but I can promise you that I can talk to you and hear your story. So, I do not have my phone on me. My phone is in my bag, turned off. There is nothing near me right now, as you can see. Nothing near on this field. That could potentially set the EMF meter off. And I know for a fact that this camera cannot set it off. So, I've got an idea. I'll just kneel, how's that? I need to see it too though, that's the problem. So if there's anybody here that would like to come closer and speak with me, all I need you to do is touch this device in my hand. I'll do this. Any spirits that I used to speak to, I live just down there, just down that way. I did a lot of spirit box sessions in there and spoke to you guys. I mean, I don't have much hope that we're going to get any hits on this EVP detector here. No, EVP, EMF detector. Yeah, sorry, you can tell I'm a bit out of practice. This is actually the first practice I've done, the first investigation I've done in ages, so I might be a bit out of practice. But hopefully today can change that. I get my training back, and what better place to start again than at my own hometown, huh? So is there anybody here with me currently? I'm not getting anything at all. I don't know if I've stated yet, but these are mini investigations, so I will not be in each location for very long. Unless I get something really amazing, of course, and I'll stay longer. But at the moment, I don't feel at all that there's anybody here. I meditated just down on the bench over there, as you can see, the bench there. And I meditated there to try and up a bit more sensitivity after going out the other night. So at the moment I don't feel anyone or anything around me. Doesn't feel spooky, doesn't feel like I'm being closed in by anything or anyone. So yeah, I would go all the way to Tuscan Village today, but unfortunately that's just not in the cards. It's a bit too far away, I think, for me, a bit too far out the way for me today. But I guess this is a good test. I'm in the middle of a field, in the middle of nowhere near any buildings. I have nothing on me that will set off EMF. The only thing that could set this off would be stray radio signals and like plane signals, you know, plane communications. But at the moment there's no planes going over me. The sky is completely clear. It was flickering. Yeah, I just saw another flicker. This one is flickering. Second green light. Don't know if you guys can see that. All I'm asking is just for you to let me know that you're here and you want me to talk and you would like to talk to me. Let me know of your presence. When I said that, the light flickered. I don't know if there is anything, if that is a spirit, which I highly doubt. It's very, very weak. Yeah, you can see it, yeah. It's great that I'm actually doing this with a better camera too. This camera cost a bit, so I'm a little bit concerned that it fell over just now. But it seems to still be recording. And as for the sound goes, I won't know until I edit the video back, so hopefully the microphone is still on. So yeah, not getting much on the old EMF detector, am I? You know, if I had time, I would go all over the place around this field, just holding it to the camera. But I don't really have time. I've got plans today, unfortunately, so I've got to, well, tonight. So I've got to get all these mini investigations done before we go anywhere. However, there's a chance that we might not go, so I don't know where we stand at the moment. By short of time, I've only got a couple of days left here in East Sussex and Brighton, so. Oh, yeah, another flicker. Hello? Hello? Who's this? Is there someone here next to me? If they were next to me, the light... Oh, hold on. Yes, I'm seeing the light. I'm seeing the light flicker. Move closer. Move closer. If you move closer, the other lights will go off. In manufacturer I touched the device in my hand. It's black. It's black with lights. It's just a flicker. I don't think that's anything that intelligent, unfortunately. Would you say you're an intelligence? Right, okay. I'm going to turn this off now, and we're going to dive right into a spirit box session. Okay, so some of you may or may not recognize this because it's a different color, but this is a new Roberts radio that's black, that suits my aesthetic, and it's a manual tuner. So the way that a manual tuner works, if you haven't seen one already, because you normally see the ones that scan very, very fast on their own. This one, however, does not do it on its own. It's literally a regular radio. So what that means basically is if this camera will not blow over, I'm looking forward to getting to more sheltered places in Poohaven right now, because I am so worried about this wind blowing this over and damaging my camera. It's very top heavy. I don't really like this tripod very much. It's not really a tripod, it's just one pole, and it's not good for windy weather. Alright, carrying on, trying to explain to you guys. So it's just a radio. There's nothing been done to it whatsoever. And the way that you can get this to work, so for spirits to come through, is you tune it yourself. You scan through the radio stations yourself. I'm so sorry about these camera angles, guys. I have to put one foot on the tripod stand so it doesn't blow. So yeah, so you scan through it, and you decide how fast or slow you think you should be scanning through the stations for the spirits to come through and talk to you. So you just sort of go by a feeling. I mean, the way that the best that us manual tuner spirit box users can state it as is the way you would use a Ouija board in some sense. Like, you feel where you move it, or you think the spirit will want you to go, because they're interacting with your energies, right? So let's turn this thing on. First spirit box in, I don't know, about 5-6 months. So let's see how this goes, shall we? Right, let's turn this on. Hello, spirits. This is Crimson Angel Dave. I am opening up channels to communications with you. Is there anybody here that would like to speak with me, that may recognize me or just wants to chat in general? Please come through and let your presence be known.
Radio 2.
That was Radio 2. I'll state again, is there anybody here that wants to let that presence be known to me? I only wish to talk to you. If there's anybody here, can you tell me your name? My name's Dave. What's yours? Anne? Did you say your name was Anne? Okay, so I wasn't sure if that was a yes or a no. I think someone said no, maybe. I'm not so sure. If there is a spirit here that recognizes me, can you please come through and say recognize or recognize you, just so I know that you're here. I'm hearing the opera singer. When you hear the opera singer, that usually means that there is some sort of communication going on between you and the spirits. However, they are not coming through very clear at all right now. And I've got my Radio Shack radio with me, but unfortunately it's so quiet, and I don't have a working speaker with me right now. I forgot to bring the damn cable to charge it, which will make it louder. So I don't have that right now, which is a real shame. So I'm very sorry, spirits, if I don't hear you properly on this manual tuner. My ears are not attuned to this one just yet properly. So I'll really appreciate if you guys would come through a bit clearer. I think you said like this. Yes, that worked. I heard you say like this. Okay, I would like to try something. I would like my guardian spirits, if they are still around, or spirit guides, however you like to be referred to. Can Hannah and Sarah please come through and speak with me? Are you still here? And if you are, can you come through and say one of your names? Okay, spirits, I really do appreciate you coming through. If you did, try. However, I cannot hear you very well today, or at the moment. So I think I am going to call this session, and I'm going to move to another location. If the spirits here wanted to communicate with me, you're welcome to follow me around the town. And try again when I bring out a spirit box once again in the next location. So I'm going to go somewhere else now, and we'll see what happens. Thank you and goodbye. Session is closed. Okay, so I'm probably going to hear back what was said on here when I do the editing and whatnot. I'll annotate it. But personally, I heard some strange voices come through, but I could not tell what was being said, sadly. I had a bit of a guess, but I could not figure out what it was. I did hear some darker voices come through, which may or may not have been human spirits, I don't know. But we'll see. And I think that the sessions may or may not get darker the further in we go and the later it gets into the day. I'm going to be going on until it's dark, and hopefully we'll get to the Oval. That's where I'm going to call it. But our next stop, I think, is going to be maybe the park. There's going to be a park that I'm going to. It's Chatsworth Park. Hopefully there's not too many kids in there, because if there is, I can't film in there. But it's a big place, so I could probably just go away from the main park area and just go into little fielded areas and do this. But I'll see you there. Video's not over. Hey everyone, we are back and I'm currently here at Chatsworth Park. There was a lot of strange goings on that happened in this place. This was indeed a hotspot for when me and David went out and supposedly went out and looked for demons in the dark. We'll get down to the filled parts later, but I just wanted to start off in this park area here and see if we can get any answers with the dowsing rods first. As you can see, there's no children here. All the kids are still in school or whatever. So I think we're okay to do this just for a moment. I'll use these and then I'll use the EMF detector. We'll do a bit of a walk around, see if we get any hits. And then we'll use the SB11 spirit box. I forgot I brought that out. So see if we get any communication going there. So I'll use the dowsing rods first. So what I'm going to do is simply call out. And how I usually do it is a crossing like this means a yes, and outward towards my arms means a no. So they can only do yes and no answers here. Okay, so here we go. Hello, this is Crimson Angel, also known as Dave. I am here to try and communicate with any spirits that may be around this park still. Okay, we got a cross right away. I guess that means a yes. Okay, thank you. The question on my mind is obviously, because I've just came here all the way from Cornwall to come back and visit you all, is do you remember me? Do you remember who I am, spirits? I'm opening up the channel to communication. Please use these dowsing rods to speak with me. I say my name is David or Dave. I used to be called Black Dave around here many years ago. And I go by the paranormal community name as Crimson Angel. Okay, that's one. Remember, I'm saying I'll need a clear and concise answer, so I'll need both of them to go the same way. Well, to go opposite ways or the same way, you know. Crossing is yes and outwards means no. So do you think you can do that for me? I don't mean any harm or disrespect to you. Just here to talk and strike up a conversation. Anybody here recognize me? Alright, let me just rearrange it for you. Sorry. Okay. Does anybody here recognize who I am? Bring that up a bit. And the other one? Bring it further, so it's a clear answer. Well, they crossed, didn't they? So I'm going to take that as a yes. Keep in mind, guys, that these dowsing rods are not proof of anything, nor is any other thing that I do. But it is interesting, is it not? I personally obviously believe that it is a spirit. I've said that from the get-go. But as I'm trying to be a bit more of a detective these days, I have to question everything more thoroughly, don't I? However, I'm not being disrespectful towards what we may or may not be talking to. Yes, many years ago, over 6 years ago now, spirits, I was here. And they're all around Peacehaven. And I was looking for spirits and or trying to fight demons. Obviously that wasn't 6 years ago, but that was when I was in my teens, late teens to early 20s. Do you remember me and the other David coming here and trying to do that when we were young? Waving sticks around in the dark. Oh, I felt that one tug. Either their energy's really low or they just can't be bothered to give me a full, like, proper swing like that. I'm just taking that as a yes, so I'm just going to go by that as a yes. Okay. So, let me ask you, is there more than just spirits of people here? Are there bad, evil entities that are around this area in Peacehaven in general? Gonna need a clear answer than that, spirits. Are there bad spirits here? Okay. Alright, let me ask you this then. Do you not want to answer? Yes or no? Whoa, okay. That's clear. They do not want to answer. Okay, that's a clear one. Right. Okay, so the next obvious question would be, do the bad spirits, if they exist, if they're really here, would they potentially be stopping you from answering me? Spirits, you can do it. If you must, you can use my energy. Is there potentially bad spirits here that are stopping you from talking to me? I guess the answer they gave before is pretty much obvious, isn't it? Yeah. So they can't say, apparently. Okay. Right, well, just to clarify, am I talking to a human spirit right now? Further, further, further. Come on, further. Okay, that's crossed. That's a yes. Okay. And then I'll end with asking this question once more time. You don't have to answer it, but I'll very much like to know. Do you know me? And the other one, for a clear no. Alright, just to bring across that I may or may not be speaking to someone that's intelligent, can you bring them outwards to me? Can you make them both go outwards? Don't cross them, just bring them outwards. Just so I can validate your answers, that I really am talking to somebody. Bring them both outwards. I think the wind's messing with it too much. These are not very clear, concise answers because of the wind interference, unfortunately. Thankfully, it's not as windy here as it was on the tie. Come on, can you try so hard to bring them both outwards and hit me in the arms? Alright, well, they're either not interested anymore or they've given up or any of that, so... Okay, so let's move on to doing a spirit box session. Let's try doing it the other way around. Usually I'd do an EMF reading first, but let's do the spirit box session first, then do the EMF reading, and see if that sparks any readings around this area. So if there are any long-time viewers that still watch me from, I say, the day I started, do you remember this bad boy? SB11. I have not used one of these since I started this the very first time. And I had to get a new one because the other one packed up. Don't know if any of you remember that. So we'll turn them on. I'll just use one of the boxes built into this for now. So here we go. Spirits, I'm about to open up a spirit box session, and what it does is you can use the radio frequencies and radio stations and the white noise to form your words through the box and speak to me with coherent sentences and words. So please come through for us. This is Dave, or Crimson Angel. Forward, please. Okay, so it's not sweeping. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, hold on. I'll just like the one box on for now. Ah, it is sweeping. Oh, I see. Hold on. FM is on. This is on. Ah, okay, so... There we go. Right. Now, where's volume on this thing? It's still just... I don't think there's a volume switch. Is there on these? I don't believe so. Okay, well... Hello, spirits. Is there anyone at this park that wishes to come through and speak? I was just using the dowsing rods to try and speak with you. Ah, hold on. Ah, there we go, there's a volume. It's been a while since I've used one. Can I go faster or slower? Hold on. That's FM, yeah, not AM. Let's try AM. No, I'm not getting much through actually. Okay, let's try that. Hello, is there any spirits here with me currently that wants to come through and have a chat? This is Crimson Angel. I'd like to have a speak with whoever's here. I used to come around here and look for spirits. Anybody here? I'm going to try putting both the channels on and see what happens. Okay, now. One forward and one in reverse. One seems to go faster than the other for some reason. Hello, is there anyone here? If there is, can you come through and say hello for me? I'm not even hearing any radio voices. Alright. Let's try AM on both. Now I can't hear anything. Okay. Now I remember why I didn't bother using one of these. There's a bit of a shame. It was a nice idea for a throwback. Yeah, I like this. No, forget this thing. This thing is terrible. Alright, so this is going to be a bit of a shot in the dark. We're going to use this. This is the best spirit box ever, as you all probably know by this point. However, it is extremely quiet, so I'm going to have to hold it right up to the microphone and hope to God that it can be heard. And remember, everyone wear headphones. Here we go. Hello, spirits, are you there?
Isn't spending actually a bit like...
This is Crimson Angel. To the light, yes, I agree. Does the light protect me? Because I said a prayer earlier to Archangel Michael. Am I being protected? Is that why you said light? Church choir. I have not been here in quite some time. Are there spirits around that I used to chat to during my investigations here? Yeah?
I think if you...
Well, thank you for the yes. I hope you're all well. It's been about 6 years since I did anything like this here. Let me ask you, spirits, what is the state of Peacehaven spiritually at the moment? Everywhere that I cleansed, is that still cleansed, or are bad spirits and demons back again? All clear? Did you say all clear? Can you confirm for me that you indeed said all clear? I'm not trying to get this entity to come forward. I'm just using the name so you guys know. Is there still any word of the demon Beelzebub here in Peacehaven?
I want to sell this. Be away from.
If I don't hear you, I'll hear you back on the video that I'm doing at a later date. What kind of entities are around at this park?
And this seems like a good...
I would hope that there are good entities here with no bad intentions, because children come here a lot.
I hope so. Presented to us.
There is a lot of regular radio coming through, unfortunately. But oh, it's direct responses I'm looking out for. Or listening out for.
Can he pick up in bed?
I'm hearing that choir. Hello? That was a sentence right there, and you should not be able to hear a full sentence with this scanning through radio frequencies so quickly, so that could not be radio. That sounded like an older lady. Excuse me, is this an older lady speaking with me?
Being on a fool.
Are you something to do with this park? I am listening, thank you. And don't call that person a bitch.
So I put it.
I heard that.
All the pain.
Who are you with the deep voice?
It's pain. No reason. See? You seem to.
How many of you are here with me currently? 2. Okay, I heard that. And can you give me a bit more confirmation? How many fingers am I holding up?
Before the films.
Sarah? Sarah's one of my spirit guides. Is this Sarah I'm speaking with? My hand's gone very cold. Hannah and Sarah, can you please help the other spirits come through? I just got told to be careful then. Be careful. Thank you. Yes, I will be careful. Are you referring to people or bad spirits?
My daughter just turned up for next year.
More radio bleed through there. Loads of people. Spirits, can I ask, is anyone that I used to know here aware that I am back in Peacehaven?
You are the queen of cinema.
Okay, spirits.
For Christmas. Greek islands. Two of the biggest.
Again, not much. I'm hearing some things that could be relevant to what I'm saying. I'm just reacting, you know. But I am not so sure about if they are really talking to me right now, very clearly.
Don't run up. I tried to round you.
Okay, spirits, if I am speaking to spirits indeed, who is it that I am here with currently? Who's staying with me at the B&B?
Get in. Anecdote. Further afield.
I think I just heard their full name there. Okay, thank you, spirits. Are you around? Are you around me right now? Are you here, right next to me? Camera battery is 47 minutes. That's not good because, yeah, I think it's getting drained. Okay, spirits, I'm going to close down the spirit book session now. Thank you very, very much for coming through. And I'll talk to you a bit later. Goodbye. Okay, so I definitely heard a lot more coming through there. Definitely. And I'll hear it when I listen back to the video later on. So, I really think they said Rebecca's full name there. So that was pretty cool when I asked that. So now we're going to do a little bit of a walk around with an EMF detector and see if we get any hits. And then I've got a little interesting idea with this bench behind me and some cat balls. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Okay, so we're going to have a little wander with this EMF detector here and see if we get any hits from anything. Now we are more in the center of the town. So we're going to probably get some hits from other things. But the point is, if I do get hits and we get some intelligent responses with it, like go to red, go to orange, stop doing it, and it does it, then that might be something. So we're going to move forward. I'm just going to talk to you guys casually and hopefully we'll run into something. So it's been a long while, as you can probably tell, since I've done any sort of spirit box session or even done anything paranormal related. However, it does feel very, very good to be doing it back in my own hometown. I cannot doubt that or fault that. It was a very, very long train journey. All in all, it was about 5 hours, maybe a bit more, considering with the taxis and the buses to get to each train station and back to here. We'll be leaving again on the Saturday, I believe. So that will be an interesting journey back. Alright, let me just stand here and call out. Okay, spirits, I have two devices in my hand actually. One is my camera and one is my EMF detector. Now, if there is indeed a spirit here, or an entity of any kind, in fact, the best way for me to figure out if you're actually here with me is using this EMF detector, or you can speak into the microphone on the camera. It's the big furry thing on the top. So if you can move closer to me and the lights will go off, and you can make them go to different colors. There's orange and there is red. There's green and yeah, and darker orange. Is there anybody here with me right now that wants to make their presence known to me? This will detect your energies around me. Now, let me just put it on the table over here. See if me not touching it makes any difference. Okay. Is there a spirit with me right now? The best way you can show me is again with the lights. I'm not sure how much more time I can have in this particular part of the park, because it is getting near the end of school time and I probably have to leave. Kids will be here in a bit. All I ask is just one light, just touch it once. Just so I know that you're here, it won't hurt you. Alright, if they don't want to do it, then they won't do it right away at all. That's the way I see it. Alright, kids are starting to show up in here now. Alright, I've got to wrap this up. I'm just going to wrap this up outside the park. So what we're going to do now is going to head down into the main fieldy parky area rather than the play park area. So obviously children are in there. This is obviously where I've seen shadows moving in the past. I've seen you know, what I believe to be dark spirits, and I've banished them. Well, I thought I banished them anyway, I don't know. I have got my answers. I have indeed seen these things, but I don't know if what I did really did make an impact all those years ago anyway. But so we're going to go down here, and I might turn night vision on for this, because it is starting to get a little darker. The sun is going down. It is winter after all, so it's going to be darker. However, I do not have my IR light on me, so I might have to make a little venture back home. Well, I say home, to the B&B, because that's where my IR light is, which will make the night vision much better. We'll give it a go, and we'll see how it goes on, how it happens. Wow, thoughts, form them, Dave. Okay, so I'm not sure if we do need night shot yet. However, we will continue down this direction, just so you can see around. Now, unfortunately, I don't, apart from just the obvious, what I've spoken about a million times before, I can't remember any real specific experience I've had in this particular area. The one thing I can say is that me and Ed came this... Oh, that's right, yeah. Sorry, me and Ed actually came through this way and did a video together over by those trees over there. Wait a second, let me just zoom in for you. Over by those trees over there, all the way through those bushes and up there, and we did an investigation video together, and we saw in the sky what looked like a shooting star or whatever, and we heard, when we mentioned it, we heard on the through the spirit box, angel, and then we asked, okay, what's that moving in the sky? Was that an angel? And then they said yes. So I found that very interesting. Let's just go through here. Yep. I was going to stay at the park, but then I realised I've got an entire actual park to cover. So I don't know how long this is going to take me. This might even be the last place I go to tonight, but I don't really want it to be. After this, I'm definitely going to go hit a calf, because I am peckish. I need a hot drink in me, because I am very, very thirsty. Well, very cold and thirsty. So that'll hit the spot. Yeah, me and Ed did an investigation in this little part here. It was quite good, actually. We've got some really spooky vibes in here at night. Not too bad of an area to do it. It's tiny in here. Like there's, you know, just a few trees. It's not a massive woods or anything. It goes back out over there. Probably should do a spirit box session in here, shouldn't I? I don't know how many of these spirit box sessions I'm actually going to annotate. I might leave some of this up to you, Glenn, because hey, it'll be like old times, won't it? And I'll just insert that into this video whenever I get it out. If indeed you would like to annotate it for me, you don't have to, of course. But I'll annotate some of them. If you can't get back to me, then they won't all be annotated. And maybe you can do that somewhere later down the line if you want to, mate. Peacehaven is just a strange place in general, I think. I mean, do I you know, I've said this a few times, you know, and my past is a very weird one. I do believe that some of it was manipulation from said person, but I do also believe that I did see stuff. So I mean, at one point I felt like I actually got stabbed in the shoulder when I was actually going after the entities, when I thought I could genuinely attack them with sticks and everything. Maybe it's the intent that took them away, I don't know. Doesn't matter what the said weapon is, or wand in this case, because I guess it would be some sort of wand, like in Wicca and pagan and all that stuff. Maybe the spell. Maybe it was a spell I was casting, or a ritual of some sort. Maybe it came across as that and interfered with the energies of what was around. Maybe because we believed that we're actually demon hunters and fighting these things, that triggered something in this area of Peacehaven, and it caused and it was like a ritual. You know, anything could be a ritual, just depends on the type. So maybe because this place already has a lot of paranormal goings on in it. At least I discovered that anyway. That did trigger these entities to come around us, and we managed to get rid of some. Not in an exorcist sort of way, in a smack with stick kind of way. And you know, I've seen genuine ghosts here too, or well, one I should say, but that's further up. I'll get to that story eventually. Yeah, these are the trees where we did the spirit box session, so why not relive that and do another one here pretty much right now, and see and hear what there is to be said. I have no idea if I'm going to get around all the areas I did this at today, but I'm going to try my best. So what I've done is I've set cat balls out in a particular pattern, one EMF detector and one REM pod. So we'll see if anything or anyone wants to come and interact with them. Okay, so if there's anybody that's been following me around this whole time, be your spirit, ghost, demon, angel, whatever, fae even, would you like to come through and touch any one of these objects down here and set off the lights? And the one with the antenna on it, if you move close enough to it, it makes a noise and lights up. I would just like to know if there's anybody here that might want to get their message across to me or to anyone else that may be watching. Now, when I got the REM pod out just now, it was actually going off. Not loudly or anything, but it was definitely being triggered by something. Is there anybody here with me at all? All you have to do is touch any of the devices on the floor. The round things, the two black devices, any of them. Touch them, kick them, anything you would like to do just to let your presence be known. I would very much appreciate. Do you think you could do that for me? Well, I'll show you what one of them does. As you can see, if you touch it, it lights up. So do you think you can touch that ball for me? I don't care who or what you are. You could be a fairy for all I know. All I want to see is you just touch that device and let me know that you're here. I have multiple devices with me that let your voice be heard. But for me to do that, I need to know that you're even here first. I don't think we're having much luck, are we? Again, I go by the fact that if they wanted to do something, they would have done it by now. I've not got even a, well, I think back on the tie was the most activity I got with any of my lighting up gadgets. I got like the tiniest little flicker on the next green light on the EMF detector. But there doesn't seem to be anyone here. Anyone or anything for that matter. Which is a real shame. Either way, I hope you're all enjoying this little tour around my hometown. or the paranormal hotspots that I discovered. No one else even knows for a fact if there's even anything paranormal in this town, but I found it. So I'm going back to all these spots. Alright, we'll give it just another minute or so. Yeah, come on, you guys are leaving me hanging now. You're making me look bad. Come on, just give us one touch, one light. Okay, well, you can't say that I didn't try. Chatsworth Park. The park is a lovely area for walking and leisure activities and includes 2 well-equipped children's playgrounds. It is also an important habitat for wildlife, trees and vegetation. Many squirrels, pigeons and blackbirds can be seen, as well as bees, butterflies and flowers. At the northern end of the park there is a memory garden where you can sit quietly and reflect. A plaque can be purchased from the town council for a small fee in memory of a loved one or beloved pet. There are various access points that lead off public highways into hard surface pathways that run throughout the park. On the street is available, and the street parking is available, and there is also a small car park off Park Avenue. There is a steady rise in ground level from south to north. There are numerous benches and picnic tables, providing resting areas, all of which are highlighted on the map. Here's the map. Yeah. Okay, spirits, I'm here to do another spirit box session. If anybody would like to come through and speak with me, I'm in the middle of a wooded area, as far away from people as I can be, but don't see many people coming through. So if anybody, any entities at all at this point, I would like to speak to anyone who has any answers or anything they wish to say that may or may not haunt these grounds, or just roam these grounds until let their presence be known to me. So it be spirit, demon, angel, fairy, whatever. Please come through and talk for this spirit box. If there is indeed anyone here, can I get a clear hello? Yes, I am. Do you hear that right away? Are you from Cornwall? I am. Yes, spirits, I am from Cornwall. Have you been paying attention? I guess you have. Who is this person I'm speaking to? You sound female. I used to go by the name Crimson Angel, and now it's just my paranormal detective agency name, so Does that mean anything to you? I used to call myself Crimson Angel around here years ago. That's my paranormal handle. Does anybody here recognise me? I haven't been here in 6 years. Hearing some insults in there. There's no need to call me dumb. You won't get that over the radio, I'll tell you that much. And I've been called every other name under the sun in the past before, so. Many years ago, just up the pathway here, me and my friend Greg saw an orb, or an oval-shaped light entity walk right in front of us. Can you confirm what that was?
Gold toy.
I thought I heard eventually and a yeah at the end of that scan.
Oh, peaches.
With this box especially, because it isn't specifically a fine-tuned spirit box, it's just a Robert's radio. You have to do the scanning yourself. And with this, you're getting a lot of regular radio bleed through, so it's hard to pinpoint what the direct replies are from what's simply just radio. It's quite difficult, I'm finding, on this one. Some things could sound like a direct reply, some things could just be a coincidence. Looking at it that way, it can be a coincidence. But how many times can a coincidence happen when you hear the F word come through, or the C word come through? Why would you get that on regular radio frequencies? I don't think you would. Let's see if we can get them to swear, shall we? Not that they owe me anything, but can you give me a swear word, spirits? If you don't like me that much, call me something. Call me something. That was a laugh. Dave, yes, that's my name. I heard my name come through. Are there darker entities that are still here in this park? One. Okay, spirits, who is the one? Is it who I think it is? Does his name begin with B? We're here. Who's here? Can I have some names come through? I would like to know who I'm chatting to. Who are you, my friends?
He's really bad.
That's probably just radio, but I approve of it saying rock and roll. So who is here? Is it anyone at all? I've asked for names and I haven't gotten a name come through yet.
Southampton retail.
I hear a guy with a deep voice. Who are you? That could have been my ears playing tricks, but you just say you're called the Master. How many souls are stuck here in the specific areas? Can you tell me? I thought I heard over tons or 10. Did you say tons or 10 spirits? Okay, spirits, can you see that squirrel over there? Can you, if you so, can you say squirrel? Just so I know that you're here with me. I thought I heard it. I actually thought I just heard you say squirrel. Do you like all the dogs and the wildlife that are around here, spirits? Do you think you could say my full name? Or could you say Crimson Angel? Okay, spirits, well, thank you for that short spirit box session. I'll still speak to you in the next one. I'm not closing them down properly just yet because I'm still on an investigation. So I had a couple of replies in there, I did, and a couple of interesting words. But we'll see what happens as we carry on. And as I'm carrying on, as you can probably tell, I'm getting quite tired. I'm going to need some food in a minute. I need to go to a cafe or something. But it's been quite a trying day. To do this whole park on its own is quite trying. So got a little ways to go yet. And by the time I get to the oval, I think it's going to be quite dark. So we'll need my night vision stuff back. So I'll see you guys in a moment. We'll go up to the further up and I'll point out to you guys where we saw this big light oval type spirit. I guess that's what I can call it. So we're going to do old-fashioned style walk up here, where I originally did my one of my first EMF sessions. Well, say sessions reading. So let's do exactly what I did before. So the first time I did this, I got immediately in the red as I got up to there, and then it just went away. So we'll try that now. Okay, spirits, if you really want to make yourself known, now is the time. I am going to keep the EMF detector on as I walk up this path. If you want to make your presence known, please don't hesitate to touch the lights. So some of you may remember this path. This is where I saw a huge orb of light go across from those trees, across the field, and just disappear. Me and my mate saw it at the exact same time as we were coming back from the park when we were younger. We both saw it. We have no idea what it was. All I can tell you is it may or may not have been a spirit. No idea. Just going to see if we get any sort of baseline reading, but the only baseline reading I'm getting is nothing right now. So it was literally right here. Came from there, went across the path right in front of us, went just to the end and disappeared. So this day is quite a mystery, but it was just one of many paranormal experiences that I've had. As soon as I got up to around this area many years ago, the EMF detector started going all the way to red. This was around the start of when I first started doing it, and whatever spirits may have been around probably didn't catch wind of who the hell I was around that time, because every single time after that I have hardly ever got any readings up to the red on my EMF detector anywhere. Obviously I'll get it if it's near a light switch or Wi-Fi, but not just out in the middle of a park. This day I have no idea what that was, and I went through here and the reading was still going all the way up to red, and I'll say eventually it just left me. But here I'm getting nothing. I mean, I kind of doubt that there was any power lines around then. I didn't see any. It's all just trees here at the moment. Why would they have got rid of the power lines if there was any in the trees or whatever? I don't know. However, this is all new here. I have not seen this area before. Never been here before because it's new. What's this? Forest School, Chatsworth Park. Huh, interesting. I mean, am I allowed in there? Be a little cool place just to chill. Extremely muddy by the looks of things. Is it locked? I don't know. I'm not going to go in there. There's a tyre swing over there. Okay. I'm going to stop here for a second. Okay. I'm addressing the spirits of Chatsworth Park. This park that I am in, this area. Many years ago, I came up this way. Somebody followed me, or something, very closely. And whoever it was set off the lights I'm holding in my hand. It went all the way up to red, so whoever it was very strong. If that entity is here currently, I'd appreciate a repeat of that if possible. Do you think you could? Are there any spirits around here at all? Please come forward. Did it go off? No, it didn't. No, I would have seen it. Huh. Not really getting any readings right now. None at all, in fact. Not even a stray signal. Discovery Wood. This is all new. This has all been changed. Doesn't look like I'm getting there though. Not while I'm holding the camera and the tripod anyway. Are any, I hate to say it, are there any demons around? Any demons and bad spirits want to mess with me? Wouldn't normally call out, but during the day this place doesn't seem to have much going on. Unfortunately, I've had to do it during the day because we've got stuff on later on tonight, maybe, depending on how knackered I am. But I've still got to head back to grab my infrared stuff for when it gets darker and we head to the Oval. Right, let's carry on. I've been out for hours doing this, but can you believe though, out of all this time I've been out for since like 2, I think it's like almost 4 now. I don't know. Must be. It's starting to get dark. Maybe 4:30. Well, I have not had a single hit on any of my light up devices that gets triggered by EMF energies or being touched in general. So what does that tell you? That tells you a lot of things about supposed paranormal investigators on here on YouTube, doesn't it? I'm gonna be out all day and not get a damn thing. Nothing at all, huh? Right, I do believe there's probably kids in the park here, which is very unfortunate, because I will not be able to film in there. I've done an investigation in here before, pardon me. But looks like I'm not going to be able to do all areas, especially because it's early in the day. Yeah. Alright, we're going to have to go that way. I'll give you just a quick look at the park. Yeah, from here. There you go. That's it. Don't want to be accused of anything. So we're going to go this way. I'm really getting the feeling that no spirits actually want to talk or let themselves be known at this precise moment in time. Either that or they don't have the energy. I have no idea. Yes, my phone is still off. Because we can't film in there, we're heading up to this part here, and that will be the last area of this place. Look at the cute doggy. This will be the last area of Chatsworth Park that we do. I'm gonna feel myself starting to get sluggish. I'm not as young and spry as I used to be, it seems. Doesn't help that I like to have a good drink on occasion. But yeah. So we'll do a couple more experiments in this area, this little memorial area, and then I think I will call Chatsworth Park investigated for this time around. So we are now here at the, hold on a second. Yeah, we're now here at the memorial posts for lost pets and loved ones. Now, before anyone has a go at me, this may be a little disrespectful, but it's not a cemetery, okay? This is not a cemetery, it's just a memorial. I'm not damaging anything. What I've done, as you can see, cat ball, cat ball, cat ball, cat ball, cat ball. Now, you can probably guess what I'm about to do. If I can get them all in shot, that is. I'm struggling to see them on the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Right, so here's what we're going to do. Okay, to any spirits that may still be here in this park, what I have done is I've laid out 5 cat balls on each of the memorial plaques. If there's any spirits around here of anybody with the names on the plaques, all you have to do is touch one of the balls to let me know that you're here. This is not to be disrespectful, I'm simply just placing it on the plaque. I'm not touching anything, I'm not damaging anything. This is simply just an experiment. And even if your name is not on said plaque, if there's any spirit here at all that would like to make their presence known to me, the best way for you to do that is to touch one of these cat balls. Do you think you could do that for me? and it will light up. I'm going to be leaving soon. This is one of the last things I'll be doing here in Chatsworth Park. Is Keith David Paris here, is Graham Claude Silsby here. Any of you here? I'm bad with names, so I'm not going to say all of them as I don't want to risk butchering them. Is there anybody that really wants to get a message across to me here with me right now? Any of those cat balls on those plaques? I mean no harm, I mean no disrespect. I'm just simply here as a curious paranormal investigator. And maybe a potential friend if we chat. Alright, let's see. There's night shots on as well, we might potentially get a light anomaly too. Obviously all that in the background there is cars. You can hear them as well. I really wish I could go into the actual park right now and do an investigation, but that's not going to happen. Is there anyone here at all? All I need is just one light to go off. Then I'll leave, okay? I used to live here years ago. I've said that a few times. All I want is for you just to touch one of those cat balls. Just to let me know that you are here and you would like to talk. I'll go behind. Maybe I need my energy near it. I don't know. Could you make this one go off? The one that I'm pointing at? Maybe? No? What about this one? Over here. Right here. No? Okay. Not done yet. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the spirit box on and try and hear what their thoughts are on this. Out the radio shack just so we can put it closer to the camera here. As you able to see. Okay, so okay, I'm opening up channels to communications with the spirits. The spirit box is now on for the last time here in Chatsworth Park. Right, you can still see them. Spirits, if you are here, can you see what I'm doing?
In their favour. And so I Felbridge.
I would very, very much like for you to touch one of the cat balls. Do you think you could do that for me, spirits?
Now, so many people broken down there.
I thought that was a no, but it was now. Radio bleed through. Is there anybody here with me that would like to speak with me? No. You hear that? That was a straight up no.
We're going to hit creative model where creators do get rewarded until.
Are you done with me being here trying to talk to you?
In Stormbrand. They do with the ringer and Garlic with a rich.
There's a lot of radio bleed through. I'm surprised. Is there anyone here?
Low class.
If there's a spirit at all here, how many are there?
Christmas, actually dying. So.
Do you like that this place was made to memorize all of you? To keep you in, you know. My brain's shutting down, guys. I've been at this for ages.
For the Friday, that will begin singing.
I don't think I'm getting anything. This really is all just radio, mostly. However, I didn't hear the no. Huh.
From Sunday in some respects.
Do you like this place? Do you like that you're being memorized here, if any of you are here?
They might be.
Okay. Alright, spirits, I can tell that you really do not want to talk to me right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close down this session. And I will be done for the day here in this park. So if you came through or not, I appreciate you trying if you did. So I'm just going to say goodbye. What you need to do is you need to go back. You cannot follow me home. You cannot follow me anywhere. You have to stay here and leave me alone. And if you don't, I'm going to get divine intervention. Archangel Michael, if you do not obey that. However, all being said, I'm going to say goodbye. So goodbye, spirits. God bless and take care. Hope you find the light someday, if you haven't already. Alright. Okay. So, with all that being said and done, I am now calling today's investigation. I do not have it in me to do any more than I have done today. I've been all over Talscoom so far, and let's be honest, it's quite a long walk. Maybe I'll depend how I feel. I'm going back home on Saturday, and it is now Wednesday. So I may be able to come back because we got to leave the Airbnb soon, tomorrow. So we're going to be having to get a hotel back in Brighton. We won't be staying in Talscoom, so I'll just have to get a bus back here. And I'll go to a few more places, and it should go pretty well, I hope. I'm going to get my batteries charged in this and in myself. Got a nice rice dinner waiting for me when I get home. Nice bit of chicken. Well, home, Airbnb, whatever. It is home right now, isn't it? But thanks for watching. And that's not it for Poohaven Files. See you in the next clip, probably.